Oh, hi, I'm Lawrence Wallen. I'm a professor of architecture at the University of Technology in Sydney. I really specialise in recent years on non-European architecture, very focused on Asian architecture both in India and Nepal and into Tibet. So this trip has been super exciting for me, and I'm about to learn a whole lot more than I knew before. And I think what's fantastic about this company is it is really a family company. It's the four brothers, and being a client, if you like, you really become part of the family. And I think that if you talk about a differentiation between this company and other companies, is very much we feel coming back out of the trek that we're very much part of a family. And the first trip was in the Everest region, and I was with my 12-year-old daughter, and we were hiking with the younger brother. Krishna was the guide, and that was kind of the first experience with the company. Unfortunately, on that trip, my daughter got very sick, stomach illness, no altitude sickness. And we came down on a horse, which Krishna organized. So as soon as there was really a problem, and there was really a problem, the guide, Krishna, stepped in and really sorted out the problem. And we went down to Namche Bazaar. We were almost at base camp, but we just had to, we were at Dingbashe, and we had to drop back down. Spent a couple of days in Namche Bazaar, and we had time after that. And Krishna took us to his village. To the family home of the four brothers, and we stayed with the family, and my 12-year-old daughter hung out with the other kids there, and they had a fantastic time. And so we were there, I think, about 4 or 5 days with the family, and it was one of the most, I think for my daughter, it was one of the most exciting and emotionally moving times that she had. So when I talked to her about the trek, interestingly, she is less interested in the big mountains, but she really talks about that village and the time that she spent with the village people in that time. And it was such a generous thing to do, and it was so outside, it was so much being part of a family, and so less about just being another client in the mountains. And then we walked another couple of days, and then we took a helicopter out to Kathmandu, and it was a great trip. And so obviously when I wanted to come back here with my friend Anthony, we were going to call Naveen, and we were going to say, can you sort this out? We didn't talk to anybody else. We only talked to Naveen. Naveen came back with a fantastic proposal, great itinerary, was super organized right throughout the process. I never felt in any sense kind of uncertain what was happening. Everything was super clear. We got here, we were welcomed, we were brought to this very nice hotel, the International Tibet, and then we headed out to the mountains, and we had really a fantastic time out there. It was very challenging. I'm an old guy, an old professor of architecture. And I felt supported every step virtually of the way. It was great. And then when we got to the bottom, transport was organized. We were the only group of about 5 or 6 groups where the transport was just organized. It was there. We had to take some of them down in the Jeep with us because their transport wasn't organized. And then Naveen has been fantastic in organizing our trip down to Lumbini, and is here now to take us to the airport. So it's been just a great trip, and when I come back next year to do another Upper Mustang or something, who am I going to call? Naveen.